All right, here we go. Teams from Shaker Heights, Rocky River, and Westlake meet on the Nordson Academic Challenge.
Welcome to the Nordson Academic Challenge. And now, here's your host from News 5, Rob Powers.
Hi, everybody. I am Rob Powers. Welcome to the 53rd season of the Nordson Academic Challenge. Today, the challenge, quite simple. 3 local high school teams compete for points. By answering questions, we have math, science, history, and other topics as well. Let's take a look at our leaderboard right now. The top 5 scoring teams this season will share in a total of $20,000 in grant money from Nordson. The top 3 will then come back for our championship finale. That's where a grant of $6,000 is up for grabs. We get it started this morning with the lightning round. That's where we start. All 3 teams compete in this round. We award 10 points for a correct answer. We subtract 10 points for an incorrect answer or no answer. Going to start every team with 100 points. Everybody set? All right, here we go. Pick a number. Words are usually very useful, but the answers to these questions will all be numbers. Please identify the following. There are this many minutes in 3 hours.
180.
Shaker Heights. 180 is correct. Wait till I call on you, please. A Roman centurion commanded this many men. Shaker Heights.
100.
That is correct. The planet Mars has this number. Westlake.
2.
2 is correct. Moons. In classical mythology, there were this number of muses. Rocky River.
9.
9 is correct. The U.S. Constitution has this many amendments. Shaker Heights.
27.
27 is correct. Scheherazade told stories for this number of Arabian Nights. Westlake.
1001.
1001 is correct. This is the largest 3-digit number. Westlake.
999.
That is correct. There are this number of lines in a limerick. Westlake.
5.
5 is correct. This is the atomic number of hydrogen. Westlake.
1.
1 is correct. And for our final lightning round question, we go to Yingling Lin and Marcela Rodriguez Gonzalez from the Cleveland Playhouse.
In February, Cleveland Playhouse will be presenting a modern stage version of the classic Dumas novel, The Three Musketeers.
This swashbuckling adventure story is set in 17th century France, at the court of what number King Louis, the immediate predecessor of the French Sun King?
Shaker Heights.
15.
Louis the 13th is the answer there, but great round. That's the way to get the game started. That's the end of round 1. We're back with more Nordson Academic Challenge right after this.
Nordson is honored to sponsor a program that celebrates academic excellence. We're a global industrial technology company with a long and proud history of giving back to the communities where we live and work. We donate 5% of our U.S. pre-tax profits to charity every year. Over the past 30 years, the Nordson Corporation Foundation has donated more than $100 million, and our employees have volunteered more than 100,000 hours. And now, we're pleased to support the legacy of Academic Challenge. Thank you all for watching, and the best of luck to all the participants.
Today's judge from Cuyahoga Community College, Dr. Alden Brathwaite. Doctor, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for your sponsorship of the big show. Welcome back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. We're going to jump right back into the game. Now we get to hot picks. One at a time, I'll ask each team 8 questions. Correct response in this round is worth 20 points. There's no penalty here for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive 25 bonus points. Our first team comes to us from Rocky River. National Blue Ribbon and Advanced Placement Honor Roll campus, Rocky River provides its over 800 students a college preparatory curriculum, long known for its tradition of academic quality. Over 90% of its graduates continue on to college or university. In addition to many activities and clubs, students are offered 12 AP courses, 3 dual enrollment college courses as well. And for your questions, we go to Lewis from Shaker Heights. Lewis, you get first pick here. Envelope 1, 2, 3, or 4?
2.
2. Okay, Rocky River, these questions just for you. All set? Here we go. In 1880, the Supreme Court ruled that African Americans could not be barred from serving on what courtroom panels that render verdicts?
Jury?
Jury is correct. In 64 AD, much of Rome was destroyed by what same type of disaster that would later devastate Chicago in 1871?
Fire.
Fire is correct. One reason the Spartans won the Peloponnesian Wars was their ability to cut off the wheat supply of what city-state? Sparta's main opponent.
Athens.
Athens is correct. Go to the monitor. Here is your science question. Which of these is an instrument often displayed in museums and used to illustrate the daily rotation of the Earth?
Pendulum.
That is correct. With a depth approaching 2,000 feet, the deepest U.S. lake is what Oregon Lake, located in and named for the depression formed at the top of a volcano?
Crater Lake.
Crater Lake is correct. It was more than a case of puppy love when an old dog named Argos recognized what legendary Greek hero who had returned to Ithaca after 20 years of war and wandering?
Odysseus.
That is correct. Back to the monitor. Here's your math question. How many square feet are there in a floor that is 5 yards by 6 yards?
$90.
270 square feet. It's ironic that the classic 19th century political study Democracy in America was written not by an American, but by what Frenchman?
De Tocqueville.
One more time.
De Tocqueville.
Tocqueville is correct. Tocqueville is correct. Good job. Good job, Rocky River. Okay, our second team today comes to us from Shaker Heights. Shaker Heights High, located in Cuyahoga County, an international baccalaureate world school. It offers over 1,800 students a rigorous curriculum comprising core honors, AP, IB courses from playwriting to ancient Greek. Wow. Students take advantage of 73 student organizations, including Engineering Club, Latin Club, Student Group on Race Relations, branch of the NAACP. It's also home to the largest marching band in the state of Ohio. Congratulations. For your question, Shaker Heights, we go to Rhett from Westlake. 1, 3, or 4?
I'm going to go with 3.
3. All right. Shaker, these questions just for you. Set. Here we go. We all admire upright posture, but visitors come from all over the world to admire the Leaning Tower of what Italian city?
Pisa.
Pisa is correct. President Tyler's wife liked to wear around her neck the pen used by her husband to sign the bill annexing what large Southwest Lone Star state?
Texas.
Texas, correct. The Rock is one nickname applied to what Mediterranean promontory that Britain has used as a fortress since 1704, despite claims from Spain?
Gibraltar.
That is correct. To the monitor, here's your science question. Chemical reaction rates in solution do not depend to any great extent on which of these?
Pressure.
Pressure is right. In British history books and cookbooks, the treacle refers to what same sweet substance that was part of the triangle trade in colonial America?
Sugar.
Molasses. We're going for molasses. The sprite Ariel is one of the characters you'll meet in what Shakespeare play with a stormy title?
The Tempest.
That is correct. Back to the monitor. Here's your math question. Which of these numbers is evenly divisible by 12?
.420.
That is correct. Abraham Lincoln first gained national attention when he lost his 1858 senatorial campaign to what Illinois rival called the Little Giant?
Douglas.
Stephen Douglas is correct. Way to go, Shaker Heights. All right, our third team this morning comes to us from Westlake. Westlake High School, home to nearly 1,200 students, is an international baccalaureate world school as well. Westlake also offers a robust selection of academics, athletics, extracurricular activities, including College Credit Plus and AP course options as well. Westlake recently ranked in the top 10 in Northeast Ohio in U.S. News and World Report's annual list of best high schools. For your questions, we come back to Rocky River. Nate, 1 and 4, that's what's left.
1.
Number 1. Okay, Westlake, again, these questions just for you. Set. Here we go. A Polynesian word meaning sheltered harbor gives us what name for the capital and largest city of Hawaii?
Honolulu.
That is correct. Many generals have been pictured on magazine covers, but in 1951, a Time magazine issue displayed what huge building that houses the Defense Department?
Pentagon.
That is correct. In the Spanish-American War, Teddy Roosevelt's first volunteer cavalry was better known by what two-word nickname, implying they were unrefined?
Rough Riders.
That is correct. To the monitor, science question. Atoms of different elements cannot have the same number of which of these?
Protons.
That is correct. Angry at being told that magic carpets were faster than horses, what great Mongol conqueror who died in 1227 supposedly ordered them all destroyed except one that was buried with him?
Genghis Khan.
That is correct. An avid comic book reader, what author created his own fantasy world in a series of books that begins with a Game of Thrones?
Martin.
Martin is correct. Back to the monitor. Your math question. How much would a 15% tip be on a bill for $60?
$9.
$9 is correct, and that was big. This is for the bonus. In 1818, General Andrew Jackson led troops against what Florida Indians whose own leaders included Osceola?
Seminoles.
Seminoles is correct for the bonus points. And that is the end of that round. We'll be back with more questions and more answers right after this. Welcome back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. Before we start our next round, we're going to take a look at the scores so far. In third place with 250 points, the team from Rocky River. In second place, 10 points up, 260 points, it's Shaker Heights. Leading the way so far with 335 points is the team from Westlake. But oh, hold on. Now it's time to go head-to-head once again. This is our picture-perfect round. Each correct answer here is worth 10 points. For a wrong answer or no answer, we take away 10 points. Again, this is for all three teams. So hands on your buzzer, eyes on the big monitor. All set? Here we go. The Grand Canyon was carved out over millions of years by what? Shaker
Colorado.
Heights. Excuse me?
Colorado.
Colorado, correct. Though Lorenzo de' Medici was the rich and powerful ruler of Florence in the 15th, Shaker Heights?
No answer.
We're going for what olfactory sense did he not have? That was smell. Unexplored until 1971, the deepest cave in Asia is located in what country? Rocky River.
Vietnam.
Iran. Iran, what country where Tehran is the capital? Simplify this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer. Westlake.
6.
6 is correct. This sculpture is actually a headpiece worn during religious ceremonies in what African country where Khartoum is the capital? Shaker Heights.
Sudan.
Sudan's correct. The red square on this chart covers what metallic element used in building high-speed aircraft? Its symbol, Shaker Heights.
Aluminum.
Titanium, its symbol is Ti. This proverb, meaning some problems can only be solved by superheroes, comes from what Pacific archipelago country where Manila is the capital? Westlake.
Philippines.
Philippines is correct. Interviewed in this issue of Cleveland Magazine is Tom Hanks, who began his acting career at Cleveland's Great Lakes Theater Festival, which is best known for producing works by what writer? Rocky River.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare is correct. Hey, that was a quick round. That's the end of it. We'll be back with more Nordson Academic Challenge right after this. Well, now it's time to welcome our team advisors from Rocky Rivers, Brian Crew, from Shaker Heights, Nathaniel Sue, and from Westlake, Don Packus. Hey, guys, thank you so much for being here this morning. Thanks for bringing the kids. We're having a blast. Time now for our Mix It Up round. One at a time in this round, I'll ask each team 6 questions. A correct response here is worth 20 points. No penalty for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 6 questions correctly in this round, again, will receive 25 bonus points. First up, the team from Rocky River. All set? Here we go. You can amaze our viewers by finding in this sentence the hidden last name of what 44th U.S. president?
Obama.
Obama's correct. Which of these terms best describes a business that is insolvent?
Bankrupt.
That is correct. Combine the chemical symbols for these 3 elements and you will spell the name of what South American Indians?
Inca.
Inca is correct. What same word fits both of these definitions?
Court.
Court is correct. You could visit which one of these historic forts on a trip to New York State?
Ticonderoga.
That is correct, and that was big because this is for the bonus points. Here you have one expert's advice for getting rich. To complete it, put in the blank what slick, greasy fuel which is measured in barrels.
Oil.
Oil is correct for the bonus points. Way to go, Rocky River. Okay, up next, the team from Shaker Heights. All right, just for you, right? Here we go. Paying bills is always good, but see if you can find hidden in this phrase the name of what small rodent often kept as a pet.
Gerbil.
Gerbil's correct. A person who is thrifty can best be described by which of these adjectives?
Frugal.
Frugal is correct. If you combine the symbols of these elements, you get the name of what small Asian country?
Nepal.
Nepal is correct. What same three-letter word fits both these definitions?
Box.
Box is correct. All three of these places end with ville, meaning city or town, but which of these places was an infamous Confederate prison?
Anderson.
That is correct, Andersonville, and that was big. Here's for the bonus points. To complete Archimedes' statement referring to the power of the lever, add the name of what planet third from the sun?
Earth.
Earth is correct for the bonus points. All righty. We're on a roll here, Westlake. Ready? Just for you. Hidden in this sentence about Rachel is the name of what other woman, a legendary beauty whose abduction caused the Trojan War?
Helen.
That is correct. Which of these words would best describe someone who is despondent?
Dejected.
That is correct. Combine the chemical symbols for these three elements, you will spell the name of what Southeast Asian country whose capital is Vientiane?
Laos.
That is correct. What same word fits both these definitions?
Bug.
Bug is correct. A list of Civil War generals would not include which of these men who served in World War II?
Marshall.
Marshall is correct. All right. For the bonus points, you can complete this statement from one writer by filling in the blanks with what same word that refers to a domesticated canine?
Dog.
Of course it's dog for the bonus points. There you go. All right, that's the end of that round. We'll be back with our final and deciding grab bag round. It's coming up right after this.
To stay up to date on everything academic, visit us online at news5cleveland.com/academic challenge and watch full episodes on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and other devices.
We welcome you back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. We're going to do this recap real quick because we got more questions to answer. In third place right now with 395 points, the team from Rocky River. In second place with 405 points, the team from Shaker Heights. Leading the way right now with 500 points, the team from Westlake. Okay, but now it's time for the grab bag round. In this free-for-all, each correct answer is worth 20 points. A team will lose 20 points for a wrong answer or no answer. We also have some visual questions. They are worth 30 points. Be careful on those. An incorrect answer will cost you 30 points. Again, this is for all three teams. Hands on the buzzer, eyes on the monitor when we need it. All set? Here we go. To dispose of old Christmas trees, one Nevada city once brought in a herd of what animals represented in the zodiac by Capricorn? Shaker Heights.
Goat.
Goat is correct. One state that is cut in half by the Missouri River is what Plains state, where carving on Mount Rushmore brings four presidents? Rocky River.
South Dakota.
That is correct. What same sport is central to the plot of both Bizet's opera Carmen and Hemingway's novel The Sun Also Rises? Answer, Shaker Heights.
Hunting.
Bullfighting, bullfighting. These famous Moai heads are found on what Pacific island? Shaker Heights.
Easter Island.
Easter Island is correct. You wouldn't want to waste the potion, taste the potion cooked up by the witches in Macbeth, as it included what poison that took the life of Socrates? Rocky River.
Hemlock.
Hemlock is correct. If a 27-foot tree casts an 18-foot shadow, how long a shadow will a 6-foot tall man cast? Westlake.
4.5 feet.
4 feet. 4 feet. It's estimated that women make up 85% of the workers in what Asian textile industry that involves unraveling cocoons spun by so-called worms. Shaker Heights.
Silk weaving.
Silk is correct. This was Henry Adams' description of what Indian Ocean country whose largest city is Colombo. Rocky River.
Sri Lanka.
That is correct. In Darkest England and the Way Out was a religious text by William Booth, founder of what charitable army? Rocky River.
Salvation Army.
That is correct. What U.S. physicist who oversaw the development of the atomic bomb? Westlake.
Oppenheimer.
That is correct. Wounded Knee was the name of the settlement where in 1890, U.S. troops massacred over 100 members of what tribe, earlier led by Sitting Bull? Rocky River.
Sioux.
Sioux is correct. This rare stone is andalusite, a silicate of what element whose primary ore is bauxite? Shaker Heights.
Aluminum.
Aluminum is correct. In 1945, there were over one. That's our final buzzer. That's our final buzzer. And we go right to the scores. What a game today. In third place with 485 points, the team from Shaker Heights. In second place with 500 points is the team from Westlake. And the winner of this morning's academic challenge with 505 points, the team from Rocky River. Woo, what a game. Be sure to join us next time. We'll feature teams from Alliance, Keystone, and Norwalk. I'm Rob Powers. We'll see you soon for another Nordson Academic Challenge. What a good one today. Woo!
This has been the Nordson Academic Challenge.